Hello, my fellow foliage fanatics. My friends call me Finchy, and today I thought we would take a look at the plants I got for Christmas last year. I have gathered a few of the gifted plants that I got last year for Christmas. They're sitting on the floor in front of me, and I thought it would be really fun if I showed you like the photo that I took of it when I got it versus what they look like now. So let's look at some plants. It is really fun looking back and seeing side-by-side comparison of what like 10 months of love can look like. It can be a beautiful plant or a dead plant. Kind of have a little bit of a mix of both. So the reason I even wanted to make this video is because I was looking through my pictures. My phone popped up a thing that was like, your memories from last year, and it was this picture of my variegated Burle Marx cutting. So my friend Bianca gave it to me, and I went to give her 50 bucks for the cutting, and she said, no, it's a gift. So we're counting this as my first Christmas gift of 2021, and it's gonna be the first plant we're looking at. So let's see what she looks like now. Ta-da! She smacked me in the face. So here it is now. I cannot believe this is like a year of growth. What? Now, there is mostly green, unfortunately, but we do have a very nice variegated section, and she's in this really cool skull pot that I made. I drilled some holes in a Halloween bucket, and she loves it. You can see there's a nice, I don't know if the reflection will block it, but there's a juicy root right there. And she had spider mites. I treated it. I think we're good. We're a little bleached, but look at this beast. Are you kidding? I'm obsessed with it. I grew this from a stick with like one piece. What? I love this plant so much. It's like as big as me. But this is our first plant from Christmas last year. Variegated Burle Marx. Started as one single piece. Can you believe it? She's beautiful. Our second plant is not as much of a success story, but that's okay. We cannot win them all. The employee at one of my favorite plant stores is like the Alocasia queen in all of the Facebook groups, and every time I go there, I take her a gift. So she gave me a gift, and it was so nice. She grew this one from a baby for me, and it is an Alocasia Wenti, and she gave it to me when it had like one leaf and one droopy leaves. And then I took this picture of it with two leaves after I've had it for a couple weeks or something like that, or a week. And at one point it had 4 beautiful leaves, and it was like massive and just so happy, and then I dropped it. And as the story goes, once you drop a plant in this house, they can't figure themselves out again for a while. I don't know what it is, but I dropped her, and here we are. We have 1 leaf. I've had this plant for a year, and we have 1 leaf. I'm not an alocasia person. So we have a new leaf coming in finally, but part of the problem is it really needs to be repotted, as you can tell. So I just actually pulled it out of the pot instead of picking up the pot. Sorry. This is my second Christmas plant, and hopefully next Christmas she'll have more than 1 leaf, because this is really sad. You deserve better. Wish her good luck. Hopefully the next time you see her, she looks less sad. I just hosed it off because I thought I saw spider mites too, so that's why it's wet. Our third plant from Christmas of 2021 is a Hoya Sunrise. So my best friend, surprise, gifted me this. She knew that it was one that I wanted, especially really a sun-stressed one. And she found the perfect specimen and surprised me with it and sent it to my house, and I was not expecting it. And I just, ta-da, plant. And she was just beautiful, stunning creature. I have propagated it a bunch. I've shared it with like 5 or 6 people. I have pieces of it in multiple places, and so she does not look as full as she could, nor as sun stressed, but here she is now. It's not as beautiful as she once was, but I'm not worried about it. We can always bring that back. And you can see she's got some like aerial root situation going on. I have a really nice piece of it in the terrarium that's growing like up and across. It's not super sun stressed, but we can fix that. And this has been a really easygoing Hoya despite my Hoya neglect. I'm not, like, you can tell this thing is dry as hell, but she doesn't care because she's cool like that. It's never had a bug. It's never had spider mites, even though I've had a lot of plants with spider mites. It's never had nothing. She's just one chill lady. But here's our third Christmas plant, which is my Hoya Sunrise. That is Hoya Obscura Philip, I think is what it's called. But you can see there's a piece of sunrise and it's all up there. It's like a U shape. I don't know which Hoya is touching the top. Our fourth plant is yet another plant from my bestie, and when I got it, it was this tiny little, like 2-inch guy, maybe 3-inch, ring of fire. And he was so cute. I had him in like a pot that's spinned. It is a crime to name a ring of fire anything but Johnny. And he was just this tiny little guy. He's a tissue culture little dude. And here we are a year later. He's still not enormous. He's absolutely gorgeous. He's got really nice colors on him, but he could be bigger, but I have cut him twice. So I repotted it and cut the bottom node off of it 2 different times. I gave 1 piece to Pete and I have 1 piece still growing. So he could be bigger, but I have a problem with cutting my plants. I'm sorry. I cannot help myself. It's just too much fun. This is a poor man's caramel marble, which that's another plant we need to talk about. Plant number 4, Johnny. I still love him very much, so this was a wonderful Christmas present. So I guess we should follow up the positive with a little bit of a negative, because I only have 2 more things that I want to talk about, and let's just get the bad one out of the way. So last Christmas I was gifted a variegated red Anderson, and it's dead. There is no what it looks like now, because there is no now. There's only this. So sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's okay. It sucks, but it's okay. I did get another red Anderson, but to me it just looks like a super fancy pink princess, so maybe I need another one. And the final plant that I wanted to show today is actually a plant that I bought myself. We all do that, right? Everyone buys themselves a plant for holidays, Christmas, birthday, of course. So the plant that I bought myself last year was one of the more expensive plants I had bought at the time. I want to say it was like $40 or $60, but it could possibly have even been $80. Don't tell my husband, okay? It may have been $80. But when my brother was visiting for Thanksgiving, I took him and his girlfriend to my favorite plant store. Well, one of my many favorite plant stores. And they had a Micans on a totem. And it was just one of the things that I needed it. I was in love with it and I had to have it. And I didn't know where I was going to put it. And I had just struggled with another Micans of mine. So I had to have it. And so I went and got it with my brother. And it was my Christmas present to myself because it was kind of an expensive purchase. What, 1.5 foot or 2 foot pole or something? If you can see it back there in the corner, I'm gonna take the camera over there. But I am blown away with the growth this thing has given me in just a year. Blown away. It was already a very established plant when I got it, but I have very low light conditions, very low. Like we are noon right now and it is very dark in here. It is a gloomy day, but it is If it wasn't for the plant lights on all around me, you wouldn't be able to see me. It would be dark. And he just lives his best life over there in his low light situation. The leaves are not enormous. It's kind of leggy in some places, and the bottom is a little bit barren. But all things considered, the situation that he's living in, he's just thriving. He's just doing so good. And I want to brag on him. So the last plant we're going to talk about today that I got for Christmas last year, that I bought myself, is going to be my Philodendron Micans. Look at this magnificent creature. She's on a 4-foot pole. It's nearly as tall as I am. I'm about 5'5". Including the pot, she's almost as tall as me. This whole window, all the way up above it, you can see she's kind of leggy. And they're not enormous. And down here at the bottom, we do have some baldiness and some yellowing. It is winter, so that's totally normal. I do rotate it every now and again. Whoop. That's actually longer than I thought. And then here's my neon, which is trying to grow up her friend. But there is my beautiful Micans 1 year later. Isn't that amazing? This is incredibly low light, and she just doesn't seem to mind too much. I didn't ask for any plants this year, and I would be surprised if I got any. I don't think that I need them, but you know, can't say no to a plant. I'm very interested to know, did you ask for any plants for Christmas? If so, what did you ask for? Because I really am looking for some wish list ideas. There's only a couple plants that I really want to add to my collection, but I'm always open for suggestions. I have a ton of videos coming this month, so please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you're not and you want to be. Let me know if you want more videos like this, because I took pictures of like every plant that I got when I got it, so you know. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys are having a very happy and safe holiday season, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
I love plants. I love every kind of plants. I just wanna hug all of them, but I can't get hug every plants.